You mentioned consumer proposal a lot, and I wanted to kind of tackle one question that some guy asked. He was pretty polite in asking, but this is the general sense.
Sure.
Why do you guys want to work with people that don't have money? Sounds like a bad idea for a company that wants to make money. Do you want to maybe walk through what even one client going through a consumer proposal would generate revenue-wise for Marble if it was, of course, successful credit rebuilding?
Sure. So let me start. Why are we going after this sector of the market and not after the mainstream banking? Okay, side of it. We're going after the sector of the market that nobody else is playing in. So we can either go after the highly competitive side, which is really crowded. Everybody wants a little niche piece of it, or we can be, we could be first mover advantage going into the market where nobody else is operating in. And one of the advantages that we have, because we've been doing this for the last 4 years, we've understood the consumer better than everyone. Because anybody that's in a consumer proposal or debt restructuring, or they get labeled with they are bad credit. They are don't lend to them, and you get labeled with that. It's you know what? It's just by nature, and also the main reporting agencies, the TransUnion and the Equifax, don't with the flaw of the way that their algorithms work, and everyone's different because you could go to a TransUnion and have one score, you can go to an Equifax and have another score, then you go to Credit Karma, they give you a different score, Borwell gives you a different score. But the consumer thinks, well, what does all this mean? But bottom line is, soon as there is any type of insolvency event, they reject it and they say, and they just give it the worst rating. So they only look at the numbers. They don't really understand the person, where we have taken that extra step to understand the circumstances behind. And we're finding that the majority of them operate like prime credit customers. That's why, in the 4 years and over the $11 million that we've lent out, we've been able to keep our default rates in single digits. Because, but we're not lending to everybody, okay? Because there are people that take advantage of it, and there are people that uh, need a lot more help, and really are, how can I say it, rotten apples in the barrel. Not everybody, but we're going after the 20% of them that, as we've mentioned in the past, have had a life event, job loss, death, change of careers, sickness in the family, whatever, that they've been, and most Canadians are overextending their credit. I've had to coming to Jesus moment saying, you know what, I got to change the way, we have to change the way we live our lifestyle. Can't continue the way it is. And so they have, and what's a consumer proposal? A consumer proposal is, even though it's kind of a bad word or taboo thing, oh, you're in a consumer proposal and something. It's really a regulated debt restructuring. That's really all it is. It's
Yeah.
regulated debt restructuring that gives you the peace of mind so your creditors aren't driving you crazy. It's managed by a trustee. On average, you get to restructure your debt on 35 cents on the dollar, and you move forward. But it's a for-profit industry, because the trustees make very good money, risk-free, on it, with it, and like anything else, it's going to cost the consumer money to rebuild their credit, because you need to access credit to rebuild credit.